Hello Hexicans, long time no see. Why I'm doing this video and why a guy with a broken language, broken English, needs to do videos about hex and push chain. So when I'm going online in Twitter or mostly on Twitter, people are saying like, oh, there are hundred and something hex, push chain, pulse hex influencers. But honestly, I don't see that. I don't see more than 10 people doing videos about push chain, mostly hex. And most of these people, they're talking about the meme coins and how these meme coins are the new narrative and why you should sell your hex because hex was the vehicle that brought push chain and it's old coin, old narrative. Now we have like new narratives based on our meme culture, and that's the meme coins you should invest, right? And that's how you're making money and that's how you're bringing adoption because when you create a token it's very important to educate your users about the liquidity and how liquidity providing is working. I'm not sure like when these people like entered the DeFi like probably 6 months ago because we know about the liquidity and how the liquidity is working like 4 or 5 years now. At least I know. I don't have a meme coin. I'm not planning to do one. But yeah, they're saying just sell your hex and buy our meme coin. And probably they're right because in front of you you're seeing the chart of hex. Basically, that's the PHEX chart, and like you could see launch the launch of Pulse Chain. It was around 3-4 cents, and now it's like a little bit more than a half a cent. So basically, Hex is dead, and you should sell it, right? Why are you gonna keep it? But let me bring something else, a different point of view, and yeah, let's go to the Hex daily stats, and I'll try to explain what I want to say. So here we've got Hex from 2021 because the hype around Hex, the adoption was summer of 2021. What exactly I want to talk about? As you could see here, one hex T share was around 18,000 hex. So to acquire one T share for 1 year or less than a year, it was 80,000 hex, right? I know people who's still holding like liquid hex from 2021, summer of 2021. And let's say these people, they only have like 18,000 hex and they have this hex liquid. So if they locked this 18,000 hex for 3 years, right, they will acquire 1.6 T shares. So remember, the T share is 18,000, but because when you lock your hex for longer, you've got more T shares, like 20%, around 20% per year bonus. So you would have 1.6 T shares. So let's go into the calculator, right? Calculator. And let's multiply 1.6 T shares times 7. It's around 11 hex per day. Why 7? Because it's roughly around 7 hex paid per T share. So we've got 1.6. That's without the penalties. So let's say 11 hex per uh, the, the T shares you acquired 3 years ago. If we multiply that, let's say 1,100 days, that's around 3 years, that's 12,320. So If you locked those tokens for 3 years instead of 18,000 hex, you have like 12,000, maybe 13,000 hex with the penalties. So around 70% more. So now people who lock their hex for 3 years and their stakes are coming, let's say after 1, 2 months, they'll have like 13,000 hex more. What about people who hold their hex liquid? Probably they need to sell it because let's say the average price people acquired hex during this summer, it's around 30 cents because the top was around 52, 56 cents and just the beginning of the hype was around 10 cents, 8 cents. So let's say 30 cents is the average people like acquired their hex. So the ones who held their hex liquid, they need 30 cents to break even and they break for this 30 cents or maybe 50 cents. They said, oh, let's do it like 60 cents. I could double my money. But people who staked and got like 13,000 more hex now got like the average price around 20 cents. So they don't need to wait to 30 cents to break even. They need to wait to 20 cents. But probably because those people who stake their hex, they are now educated how the system is working and they probably won't sell their hex. Or if they sell, it's going to be a little bit. So now you're watching this video and you're saying, oh yeah, I could probably like stake my hex because I held it for 3 years. The price is rubbish. I'm gonna stake it for 1, 2, 5, 10 years, whatever you like. What is happening now? You've got this 18,000 hex, right? Let's coming nowadays. At the moment, one T share is 34,300 hex. So you can't acquire 1 T share, right? You're going to acquire 0.6 or 0.8 T shares if you look, like, let's say, for 2, 3 years. So instead of making like 7 hex per T share, if you have 0.6, you're gonna make like 3.8, 3.9 hex a day. 40% less, right? So if you decide to stake your hex now, you're paying the penalty for that you didn't learn about the system and how these beautiful T-shares operate. So if you want to see more video like this, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to talk only about hex. I will talk about pulse chain, pulsex, and I also like another products built on pulse chain. To use them, you don't need to use or to have their token. True DeFi projects and products that most of the people don't know how to use. And many people are getting wrecked. So if you want to learn about that, you could subscribe and you could like this video. So I'm wishing you a great day ahead and have a lovely weekend. Bye.